Welcome back to Final Fantasy VII with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Poogie. So today we will head for the Sleeping Forest after being revealed the City of the Ancients is pretty much beyond there. However, to get there it takes a while because the northern continent is located well, to the north, and getting there with the tiny Bronco is a chore in itself. Seriously. So, where we want to go is not this way. No, and this is probably one of the few times I recorded this. This was before the patch came in. But this is one of the few times you will hear probably the Final Fantasy VII theme in, well, almost most of it anyway. Maybe not in full, but most of it anyway. So, yeah. And, So yeah, getting there is a chore because, of course, the tiny Bronco can only go so far, and it can't go into the major waters. Oh, we will be getting a vehicle that, at some point, that will be able to do much better job of getting there, but for now, we're stuck with a broken aeroplane. No thanks to the Shinra. So, let's see, where are we? That's the back of Rocket Town. So we don't want to go that way. Don't want to run into the land. So there is the, I think that's the trader guy who had the Keystone house. Yeah, sorry, that's what I'm going to call him because I'm too lazy to give it a name or whatever. Those waterfalls do hold something, but we'll need a certain thing that will be able to go through deep water, and we don't have that yet. So, let's see, we're going up by Wutai, around here, and indeed, then we will make our way up and to the right and get stuck! Yay! And get around here, and then we have to go behind here just to reach the place. Yes, and the amount of dead ends here is insane. You can see the edge of the northern continent here. If we go around and end up near a rather raged forest, you'll see we are at Midgar, which we don't want to be at! Yeah, seriously, getting around here is a fucking chore, and I am not like using an F-bomb in my let's plays. So, let's see. Yeah. There's only so much I can say about using the tiny Bronco. Be grateful I am playing the HD version of this game. Well, anyway, there it is. There's Bone Village. So, if we disembark and actually head for the Bone Village, we will see in here that this place is full of excavators. And these guys can actually dig up a certain thing called the Lunar Harp, which is necessary to actually get through the Sleeping Forest. You can also do some shopping here as well, if you wish. So yeah. So what I want to do is place a lot of them along the top of the village. That is usually where the Lunar Harp will appear. Not always, but usually in my playthroughs. So you press the square button to place them and the X button to do so. They cost 100 gil each, so make sure you have plenty of gil in reserve before you do so. It also, I think, costs a bit of gil to actually set off the bomb, but, yeah. So, that being said, yeah, this is basically it. I failed on my first attempt, so I'm just going to skip ahead to when I actually do get it after I go to sleep. So, yeah. This will be a very short episode, for that matter, because the events that will happen in the City of the Ancients, well, they will take a bit of time, so, and I also want to explore the City of the Ancients as well. Going back to the music, this was before the patch for the PS4 version was brought in. Well, anyway, now we have to ignite the bomb for the surge, so press the square button again to do it. And what will happen now is that the staff will actually point to where they think the Lunar Harp is. And then we can start digging for it where their line of vision meets, shall we say. So, yeah. So So they will dig, and in the morning they will find the whatever treasure they find, basically. So, let's see what our treasure is. It is indeed the Lunar Harp. Now, the Lunar Harp is necessary because we will need it to get through the Sleeping Forest. Without it, what will happen, we cannot progress beyond the first area of the second area. So, yeah. And there's also a material I want to get. If you want to do some shopping here in Bone Village, you can actually buy some diamond bangles, which are pretty good here. Rune armlets, I guess for a few characters who are not in our party, but no, diamond bangles I'm going to equip on my party, so yeah. So I'll give one to each of my party. This is normal growth for materia, so yeah. So let's indeed do that. I don't know why I'm using poison. Don't really need poison materia. Not poison. Yeah, poison. Because to be honest, it doesn't work that well on bosses. Most bosses anyway, so yeah. Manipulate, that still has a usage here for getting enemy skills. Although, we probably won't need it later. So, let's see. We've already got the Lunar Harp. So, what else? I might do some shopping as well for some other things. Let's see, they have high potions, ethers for the first time, so we can actually buy a good load of ethers here in Bone Village, as well as some tents. I probably do want to get some tents because we will be relying on them quite a bit for the next section of the Northern Continent. So if we go beyond here, we can head into the Sleeping Forest, which reminds me way too much of the Lost Woods. Although it's not as long as the Lost Woods, nor do you get lost in it. Or have to re-enter it that much now. So yeah, there is also a new materia here in the Sleeping Forest. A new summon materia, the Kajata materia. Yes, I originally pronounced it Kyata because of how it was translated in the PS1 version. But apparently it is now pronounced Kajata. So, indeed, that is how I am going to pronounce it as well. Despite I thought the J beat was silent. So yes, so I've given it to Cloud. It is a decent summon, I guess. Just don't use it on any enemies that absorb thunder or earth. So yeah, we will run into a few here. As for other enemies here, we will get the Bound Fats, which are actually good use against one of the upcoming optional bosses in the game. So yeah, but I'll get to that. So now I'm going to use Blade Beam on them, and yeah, the other thing are these seahorses. Seriously, and they can actually inflict darkness on you. I've already gone over that, but it does mean your physical attacks can often miss. I don't know if it applies to limit breaks though, because these seem to be hitting home. Seriously. And especially with the enemy launcher I have on Barrett there. I know I've had it on him since I got it in, I think it was thing. Also, I want to go for that chest underneath the log there, because that includes the watering. And that absorbs all water damage. We have a boss coming up that will only use water attacks. So let's see, who do I want to give it to? Probably want to give the ribbon to, I don't know, yeah, give the watering to Tifa and the Buster Sword, the Rune Blade. Why am I giving him the Buster Sword? No, I don't want to give him that. The Rune Blade does enough. Yeah, the Buster Sword, no, what am I thinking? Yeah, no. I want to go up against Sephiroth with Cloud's old blade. I know it does in FMV cutscenes, but as I say, that's Square Enix's thing. So yeah, so we have more seahorses here, though. Why didn't I skip this? Probably because I don't really need to. Seriously. This is only going to be a short episode. So yeah. Ow. That really hurt. That Really, really hurt. Seriously. I do not like darkness, and as I say, I wish I had bought some high drops. Or I could just use some magic. Let's see, big guy. Well, White Wing is actually a good enemy skill to use because, as I said before, it does also get rid of status ailments in addition to healing your party. So yeah, there's like a cure 2 and a, well, not often a cure 2. It can be a cure 1 depending on its how it works, how well it works. So yeah. Well, yeah, White Wing is a good skill in Final Fantasy VII. Maybe not in Final Fantasy 8 or 9, but we'll see. So, where to next? Well, I don't know where the hell Cloud is, so I'm guessing we're going... Oh, there he is. So let's go down this conch shell, I guess. And indeed, you can see the City of the Ancients in the distance. So yeah. So I am going to save... And on the next episode, we will head to the City of the Ancients and hopefully try and stop Aerith from trying to, well, get rid of Sephiroth. Or maybe we should, I don't know. But we'll see. I will see you then. Goodbye!